Hey, welcome to another junior measurement video. We're doing a second video on the area of composite shapes, and in this video we're introducing circles into our problems. So remember, composite shapes, or sometimes called compound shapes, are shapes that can just be broken up into smaller shapes that we can work out the area of each separately. Right, straight into example one. We're going to calculate the area of this shape, this funny shape. It possibly looks like a door maybe, although it's in millimeters, a bit small. All right, so we're going to break it up by putting a line across here and break it up into shape 1, which is a rectangle, and shape 2, which is half of a circle. Half of a circle is called a semicircle. All right, let's get into shape 1. Area of a rectangle, base times height, which is 50 times 30, which is 1,500 millimeters squared. Now, shape 2, we know has got a diameter of 50, because that's the same as the base at the bottom. So this diameter of the circle is 50. Now we need the radius when we do the area of a circle. So the first thing I'm going to do is work out the radius of the circle, which is 50 divided by 2. That gives me a radius of 25 millimeters. Now I'm going to go pi times radius squared divided by 2. Now I'm dividing 2 right at the end here because it's a semicircle. It's half of a full circle. I have to divide by 2 to get half of the full circle. Right, let's do it. Pi times 25 squared divided by 2 gives me this number here. I'm going to have to round it sensibly, and I've chosen to round it to 981.75 millimeters squared to 2 decimal places. Okay, so how do I work out the total area? I'm just going to add up the area of the rectangle, 1,500 plus 981.75, to give me a total area of 2,481.75 millimeters squared. Cool, let's move on to our second and last example for the video. It's about a radius of a small circle and a radius of a large circle, and we are going to try and find the area of just the shaded bit. So this is like we did in the last video with the rectangle and the square being cut out in the middle. This is like a large circle, and then we cut out the small circle and we're left with just the shaded region. We're working out the area of the shaded region. So let's get straight into it. Here's all the steps we need to work out the area of the small circle. We know it's got a radius of 20, so we're going to go pi times 20 squared. It's a whole circle. It's not a semicircle. So pi times 20 squared, and that gives 1,256.64 centimeters squared. I've chosen to round my answer to 2 decimal places. When you do these problems, you get to decide whether you round answers to 1 or 2 decimal places, unless you're specifically told what you have to do. Right, the area of the large circle, this has got a radius of 50 centimeters. So we're going to go pi times radius squared, pi times 50 squared, and that gives 7,853.98 centimeters squared, and I've rounded it to 2 decimal places as well. How do we finish off and work out the area of the shaded region? Well, like we did in the last video, we have to subtract the small region from the big, because it's like we are cutting out the small circle and taking it away. So we have to subtract. We have to take 7,853.98 and subtract the 1,256.64, and that gives us the area of the shaded region, which is 6,597.34 centimeters squared. Right, that's us for composite shapes. So thanks so much for watching.